The Junior League of Reading inspires me because we do a lot of great things in the community, and we have a lot of very driven, very hardworking, very friendly women who just want to make this a better place for all of us and for our children to live and grow.
I think that the Young Women's Summit is extremely important, both for our members and for the girls that we serve through this. It's an opportunity for us to work directly with the public, and it's an opportunity for the girls to see women in leadership and friendly roles that they might not meet other than that. It's an instrumental time in their lives. The girls are between 11 and 13 years old. And this is a time where we are trying to help them to make good relationships and to make positive choices. And the Young Women's Summit is a way to help train them and kind of coach them and guide them through some of the situations that they might face, and also to build on their existing skills so that they feel confident and that their self-esteem grows.
Another reason why Summit is important for these girls is we are teaching them not only to self-love and be kind to others, but to also be involved in the community, do community service projects, and we show them how easy it is to do these things and how it makes us feel afterwards. It's very empowering for them, which is what our initiative is, to empower youth.
You know, we're training girls to be the leaders of tomorrow, and I think especially, you know, we focus on girls because they're such an underserved group in our community. They're easily overlooked, so it's important to me to let them know that they have power within them, that they are potential leaders, that they can make positive changes in their community no matter how small.
I feel like the Young Women's Summit is very important because we are serving as role models for teenagers and girls who may not have any role model in their family or in their life. And many of us have never experienced the position that they're in. We've never lived that way. Some of us have, but many of us have not been in their shoes. So I feel like we give them something to look forward to, we inspire them, we let them know we're here for them. When I did the service learning project with my team, we did care packages for the homeless people at Opportunity House. One of the girls that was on my team during the project, she broke down in tears and told us how when she was 5, she lived in Brooklyn with her mother. They were homeless, and every day her mother left her at the homeless shelter with strangers to go find food and work. And no one helped them. No one made care packages for them. No one took care of them or even looked at them. And she was so grateful that we were doing this project. And another girl that was on my team asked if she could take a package home and give it to the homeless man who lived around the corner from her. So I know we're making a difference because these girls, just in doing the projects, are learning about what it's like and about kindness and giving back and helping others, even if you have very little to give.
A moment that would be particularly significant to me from the Young Women's Summit is after the first summit that I had attended. The next year when I came back, not only did I recognize some of the girls, but they recognized me too. And so there's really a big kind of imprint that goes on between both the women in the league and the girls, and they are so happy to see you again.
Just last year there was a young girl who fell. She fell and she cracked open her chin, and we spent most of that morning just fixing her up and making sure she was okay and getting some food in her belly. And the next day there was a Paint Your Rock project. You can paint inspirational messages on it, and she gave her rock to me, and the rock said, "I appreciate you." And it was just a reminder to me that little things make a difference. And you know, I was just caring for her because that's what we do, but it really made a difference to her. And so I've seen her since then, and she always runs right over and, you know, gives me a hug. And it's a point of connection. It's a contact. It's a relationship that we're building with these girls in the community that strengthens them from the inside out.
What inspires me about the Junior League is the growth that I see in the members. I've been in long enough now that it's been my pleasure to see women who have come in with not a lot of connections like I did and take leadership roles in the league, to hear women express their great ideas when maybe those great ideas there's not a place for those where they work or what they're doing, in their personal lives outside of the league. I've loved to see the experience of people who were quiet at the beginning and move through that and be able to share. I love to see untapped potential and then to see where it goes while those people are in the league. There are a lot of people with gifts in the league that we don't always know what those gifts are. And this is a great place to be able to foster and grow those gifts.
What inspires me most about Junior League is the women that I'm working with. We feed off of each other's excitement, and it helps us to build and grow these types of functions that we put on, like Young Women's Summit. And it has really grown from what it started out as. And so it's extremely inspiring to be with other people that want to do the same thing.
I hope the public would understand how passionate these women are, how passionate the Junior League members are. Like we said, we are all volunteers. No one here is getting paid. Most of the time, the women that are put in either leadership roles or committee roles are doing so just because they were asked.
We're all stepping up to the plate because we want to give back, and we're working together on teams. We're doing data analysis to prove our worth to the community. We're pulling together reports. We're throwing great events. We're raising money, and we're making a difference. And we've been doing that for 95 years, and that's really, really wonderful.
I think that the Junior League in Reading does really great things, and I think a lot of it goes unrecognized. I think if more people knew about what we did, knew about the Young Women's Summit, knew about our other service projects and our leadership training for our members, I think they'd be really surprised, and I think they'd be more willing to be involved with the projects that we do.
I think our largest impact is through Young Women's Summit and the impact we're making on the girls that come to the summit. But we also make an impact through our film. Every year that we show towards the end of January, we try to pick films that are relative to what's going on in the world, and we try to educate people in our community. So I think we have a great impact that way. Touch a Truck is a great family event, but we've added a sensory-friendly hour, so we're making an impact and a difference there because we're reaching out to a much larger population now of children impacted by autism and ADHD and children that need a quieter environment but can still enjoy a family-friendly event.
The other event that the Junior League does that I feel really passionate about is the film. I think it's just a great way to make an impact in the community with something as simple as a film that has a subject matter that's relevant to the issues that we're trying to enforce or recognize. And I love that it's a community program. It just brings people together.
We have 2 weekends of Young Women's Summit, and the first weekend is spent on them, focusing on them, being kind to others. And the second weekend is focusing more on community service. And what I've noticed from the first weekend to the second weekend is how much more excited they are. And they come in and they're so happy to see all of us, and they are ready to help the community. They're very excited to do this as well.
Probably my favorite would be the Olivet's Thanksgiving dinner. I've done that every year since it's been available. Usually I make several turkeys and bring them. And it is one of the few events that the Junior League does that really gets continuous publicity every year, so that people in the community know that we're able to provide this kind of event, and they can see what a good time everybody's having while they're there.